Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's go ahead and just do some movement prep for the legs to warm them up. I'm gonna have you bend your knees, bring your weight onto your left leg, and just swing your right leg forward and back, just watching the foot against the floor. And you can point your foot if you want on the extension and flex when you bring it behind. Give a little bit more room to play. Good. And then right foot down and left leg. So we're going for about 10 swings per leg. This is great to help stabilize, create lots of stabilization in that outer right leg and hip. We'll do 2 more. I've lost my count. And then left foot down. Left knee bends a little, and now cross the right leg over and out. Just out to the side and crossing midline. Nice and slow, and we go for about 10 here as well. Good, breathing. And then release the right foot, right knee bends, and left leg. The whole purpose is just to wake the legs up, get the blood flowing, so they'll be ready to play. Good. And then left foot comes down. Reach for a block. Take the block between your thighs, with the feet pointing forward from the center of the ankle to the second toe. Bend both knees. Then lift and spread the toes so that the 4 corners of the feet are really firmly rooted. And then the thighs, they squeeze the block. And the thighs move the block back, being aware of the rotation of the thighs and the hips to come to this point. Don't let the block move. Lengthen the tailbone towards the floor, draw that belly in, and release the toes. Good. Inhale, reach the arms alongside the ears. And breathe. And on the exhale, slowly release the arms. We're going to release the block. As you release the block down, little hip flossing. Bend the left knee a little bit. And now just the right thigh. Turn it in and turn it out. Just moving thigh in the hip. Little gentle movement. Right foot down, and now the left leg. So you're going to get those hips ready and awake. So if they were tight and tense, we're going to open them up so they're ready to play, and at the same time stabilize them so they're not so loosey-goosey that we feel like we can't balance. Left foot down. Bend your left knee a little more now and slowly move thigh and hip. Good. That's a way to wake up the hips. And then right leg comes down, right knee bends a little bit, and left thigh and hip. They move as a unit. And I call this hip flossing. Get those hips ready to go. And we'll do 2 more. Wonderful. And left foot plants. Now from here, I'm going to take the block and plant it right in front of you on the floor. Step your right foot onto the block, and we'll play now with the balance a little bit. Left leg, you're going to let it relax towards the floor. And then we're going to make that left leg active. So very slowly, we're going to just trace little circles in the air. I'm going to go for about 20 on this right side. Good. I'm going to try to really keep up with my count. But the purpose here is to get that stabilizing right hip to work for us and to release the psoas on the left side, that main hip flexor. Good. Let's do 5 more. You're doing fantastic. Hopefully you're feeling that right hip nice and warm. Good. And then right foot comes to floor and left. We'll switch sides. So left foot on block. Remember which way you went with the circle. And you'll do the same thing with the right leg. So right leg going in that circle. Nice gentle sweep. because we're going to go back to the first side in a moment, and we'll balance it out, going in the opposite direction. Good. Steady breaths. Just about 7 more. Tummy strong. And last one. Good. And right foot comes to the floor and left. Right foot back on block. Now you're going to move your leg the other direction. And as you circle in the other direction, slightly different experience. If you can't remember which way, go with the unfamiliar way. Your second favorite, so to speak. And if you can't figure it out, that's okay. The main thing is we've got a little bit of movement on the left side, and we're doing our best to create and fire really those stabilizing outer hip muscles. Let's do 5 more. And last one. Good. And we switch. Left foot on block. And again, go the less familiar way. Deep breathing. This can be one where you tend to hold your breath. Good, 10 more. Five more. And last one. Good. And stepping off of the block. We'll move the block out of the way. We'll come back to blocks in a moment. You're going to reach for something that's slippery on the floor. Could be a towel, it could be a blanket. Left foot comes onto blanket, and left and right foot pretty close. Now for this, I'm going to go sideways so you can see the angle for hips and torso. Bending the knees and sit back as if you're sitting into a chair. Don't try to do this standing up straight, it won't work as well. But you sit back like you're trying to sit into that chair. Your weight is on your right leg and you're going to slide your left foot out. Now, my weight's so much on my right leg that I can lift my left foot if I wanted to. I slide left foot back into right and I come to standing. 4 more. Bending the legs, the hips move back, you slide left foot out and then pushing through that right heel, come up. So I'm doing opposite leg to you. Bending the legs, slide the left foot out. Push through the right heel, firing that right glute. 1 more time. Bending the legs, slide that left foot out, and then push through the right heel and squeeze thighs together. Good. Switch sides. Right foot on the blanket, weight on that left leg. Bend and sit into an imaginary chair. You can see I can pick that right foot up if I wanted to. No weight on that leg. Not much really. Push through the left heel, come up. 4 more. Slide the foot out. Push through the heel to rise. Slide that right foot out. Your tummy is working as you push through the left heel. Last one. Slide the right foot out. Push through the left heel to come up. Wonderful. You can just move the blanket out of the way. Come to the wall. And facing a wall, you're going to take your right hand onto the wall. We'll do same side as you. Lengthen from the hips to the underarms. Press the 4 corners of your hand into the wall. The mound of the index finger, mound of the thumb, mound of the pinky, and outer heel of the hand. And as you stand tall, slowly turn about halfway to your maximum. Bend the elbow a little bit. Once again, lengthen from hips to underarm. Draw the head of the shoulder, the head of the left shoulder back. And then if the shoulder's feeling well, continue to turn the feet, the hips, the chest, and the head. Good. Should feel a nice stretch across the chest, the shoulder. Taking just 2 more breaths here. And on the inhale, slowly unwind. Left hand comes to the wall, about shoulder height. You're gonna stand tall, lengthening from hips to underarms. Press the 4 corners of the hand into the wall, and then slowly turn to your halfway point. At this position, bend the elbow a little bit. Realign, lengthening from hips to underarms. Draw the head of the shoulder back. And as you draw the head of that left shoulder back right now, you're gonna slowly turn. Good, so this could be the dominant side for you. You might not twist as deeply into it. 1 more breath. And then on the inhale, unwind. From here, I'm gonna take the outer edge of your left foot against the wall. So I'll mirror you. Heel toe, walk your right foot away from the wall and track right knee over ankle. You're gonna bring forearm to thigh and left hand to hip. Now as the feet press down, hug an imaginary block between those thighs. As you hug that imaginary block between the thighs, use your left hand and lengthen from the left tip down through the outer edge of the wall. Good. Push down through the right heel and scooping that right sit bone, spin the chest more to the ceiling. So stage 1. On the inhale, root from hips to feet to come up. Turn right foot in and then step feet together. We turn around. Outer edge of your right foot against the wall, and you heel to walk your left foot away. Track left knee over ankle, forearm to thigh. As the feet press down, hug those legs towards each other. Good. Then right hand is gonna hold onto the top of the hip and lengthen from the outer hip down through the outer edge of that right foot, pressing pinky toe side of the foot into the wall. Push down through the left heel, spin the chest to the sky. 1 breath. On the inhale, root from hips to feet to come up. Good, and we step together. Adding on. Outer edge of left foot against wall. Right foot comes to center. Knee over ankle. Now as the feet press down and you hug those legs towards one another, continue to push down through the right heel. Try to drag that right foot back as if it were on a blanket so you feel your hamstring tone. Scooping the right sit bone beneath you. Shrug the left shoulder towards the ear. Then draw the head of the left shoulder back. And from here, extend the left arm alongside the ear. 1 deep breath. Your inhalation, root from hips to feet to come up. Turn right foot in and step the feet together. Last side. Outer edge of right foot to wall. Left foot walks to the center. Track knee over ankle and forearm to thigh. As you hug those legs towards each other, the left foot's pressing down. Think of it trying to drag a blanket back. Feel the hamstring tone. On the inhale, shrug the shoulder, right shoulder towards the ear. Draw the head of the shoulder back. And then extend that right arm alongside the ear. 2 deep breaths. On the inhale, root from hips to feet to come up. Turn the left foot in and step the feet together. Taking your 2 blocks, we're gonna finish with the legs up the wall. So you're gonna very slowly sit down next to the wall, and you're going to have your blocks on either side of the outer hips. I'm gonna just move this little guy that I have. So from here, you swing the legs up the wall. You don't have to be touching the wall with the hips. You can be a couple inches away. And you're gonna widen your legs. Now as you widen your legs, you play with your blocks just a little bit to get a little angle where blocks support outer thighs. I'm gonna take 5 deep breaths here. Softening soles of the feet. Relax the toes. Relax calves. Thighs and hips. Relax the belly. The chest. The neck and the shoulders. Relax upper arms. Forearms and palms. Relax the whole head. And on the next breath, you're going to move the blocks. You can hold behind the backs of the knees and just bring legs together. Very carefully, you're going to roll to your right side. Allowing for a moment of adjustment. And then in your time, press all the way up to seated. And that's our practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.